Hello, I'm Miss Funerella and welcome to part 4 of the Badass Pagan Witch series. If you've missed the previous parts, you can check them out here. And for today's video, we are High Queen Morgana III, taking over reign from High Queen Morgan. She is 40, but has the bloodlust of an 18-year-old. We start off by marrying off our heir so that we can have grandbabies. That way I can start knitting a sword holder for my grandchild. However, since most of my Tinder list consists of relatives, I decide to hold off. I'm already kind of adept at the diplomacy lifestyle, so I choose the foreign affairs focus for this character. Since I want to dismantle the papacy, I stalk the Pope, who is a lovely woman, and a drunk. And even worse, an atheist. But no ideas are forming yet, other than maybe bribing her with ale or something. After I form my council, I start smooching up to some people so that they'll like me. And when I notice that my husband looks a bit shit, I realize that he has typhus. I guess it was the universe's way of saying that he needed a royal nap. Anyway, while my husband is fighting for his life, I get a declaration of love from a really ugly man. Apparently someone stole Cupid's glasses, and so I shoot him down. After all that catfighting with the Queen of England, she is still my mortal enemy. And I see that she is in a war right now, so I'm contemplating attacking her, but she so heavily outnumbers my troops that I'm still too nervous. Then I finally take the plunge and swipe a right on Tinder for my daughter. It doesn't gain me any prestige, but at least I keep my dignity by not having to marry a relative. I am very close to founding a coven, so I focus on converting a few more people so I can finally get that done. There's a little bit of a bitch fight between my sister and her nephew, but I'll leave them to it. You know, it's survival of the fittest. Also, you can see my sister's red drunkard cheeks from space. Holy cow. For vengeance sake, I am extremely tempted to murder the queen, but decide not to yet. Then my husband and I become friends. Aww, so cute. Then we celebrate that friendship by enjoying a tourney that my husband hosts. I am also slowly converting my people to paganism. I was so late with this, I know. But anyway, this is what it looks like now. We just have England to conquer and larger part of Italy. My vassal is becoming a little bit of a cheeky bitch, so I ignore her and then steal her ideas. Gotta put her in her place. I then give more land to the servants of Gaia because, well, they asked so nicely. Then an even cheekier bitch declares war on me. The cat fighting's not over, guys. Then I touched a hunchback's back for good luck and got ready. And yes, this was a real thing in medieval times. Then, because I'm a witch, I can choose a little perk. And I go for luck with the blade, which gives me confident duelist for 10 years. Do I remember what it does? No, but it sounds hella sexy. Then I get one of these messages, which I always really hate because I like to do the honorable thing and confront my vassal, you know, give them a little chance to explain, but it never works out well. It never works out. Nobody ever confesses. They're just mad at me. After sharpening my nails, I continue the bitch fight with the Queen of England. We lose a fight, but we also win a fight. Now this is the beginning of a long and annoying war, and I had to bring out my rooster, my cock, because in medieval times, yeah, they used mascots for luck and for morale, and a rooster would symbolize bravery and a dog loyalty. So obviously I went for the rooster. Anyway, then I laid siege in the hopes of catching the Queen of England, but that didn't work. But at least we had a positive score so far, which gave me some hope. In the midst of me fighting for my life, somebody likes me and I have to friendzone him. Finally, after some intense fighting, I can offer peace. And I do it because even though things are looking good, I'm still a bit worried about it. Then the English flu rears its ugly head. We take a gentle approach and have an early prevention. Yay! But still we have to go into lockdown. Boo. I then want to use a hook that I have on someone who's an embezzler. So I blackmail them, but they refuse. And so I reveal their dirty little secret. In the meantime, I'm trying to add some new buildings or upgrade them, because I realize that for, you know, in the long run, this is very important for all my offspring. And I have been doing it, but, you know, it's easy to get distracted in this game. So I'm back doing that as well, trying to be a good ruler and set myself up for success. My hubby is skulking in the library, no, study, whatever, but it's because his feelings got hurt. And we can't have that, you know, we take good care of our husbands. So I kick her to the curb, I say, bye-bye lady, you do not hurt my husband's feelings. Then it is my birthday and I hear noises and I suspect a party, and we can't have that. I'm not a social butterfly, so I escape through the window and it makes me happy, okay? Don't judge. In the meantime, I've started plotting the murder of my beloved arch nemesis, the Queen of England. My spy master started teaching me the arts of subterfuge, which is basically being a sneaky ass bitch. I welcome it. I was super duper close to founding a witch coven, so I doubled down my efforts on that to get that going and finally officially have a coven, even though a lot of people in my house are already witches. My childhood heartthrob makes an appearance and makes my heart throb again. So I decide to make a move. Sprinkle some rose petals on his face and compare him to the afternoon sun in the summer or something. Then finally the moment arrives. I can unleash all my anger on the Queen of England for everything that she's done to me. And finally, she drinks the poison. She's dead. I win. Suck it. That means her daughter is now in charge and she is a gluttonous drunkard. So, you know. But we leave her be for now because I've converted my last person to witchcraft, and that means that I can finally found the coven. Yeah, boy! I decide to seduce one of my courtiers just because I can. I then reminisce about an old battle and gain the flexible leader trait. I declare war for the Earldom of Galloway because, you know, it's been a hot minute since I had a little fighting going on and I'm bloodthirsty. I continue my flirting, but I'm a little bit rusty, and when I decide to give him something special, he's like, me? The first battle does not go that well, but that's probably because I didn't drink enough coffee. Then also the plague makes an appearance, which is not the best. And I finally complete my seduction. Then I do win the next battle because I had plenty of Starbucks. I also get a little teeny tiny bit sick, but that does not hold me back. In fact, I kick ass. I kick ass really hard and I end up winning the war. And just like that, I own Galloway. There's a bit of jealousy between vassals over Galloway, but I stick to my decision. Nobody questions me. And then my daughter is taken by Mother Earth, and I'm not very happy about it. In fact, I'm extremely sad, and I do not care for it. After that tragic loss, I guess it is time for a little bit of a party, a distraction. So because I'm part of a coven now, I host a grand rite. While I am in the midst of planning this, I also become sick, which is not the best, but whatever, we march on. An unexpected guest arrives, and I decide to let her join. We've got 4 options for this grand rite, and I'm disappointed that it's not dancing around naked with a bunch of chickens, but whatever. I decide to read from a grimoire. Gosh, try saying that 5 times in a row really fast. Anyway, they all seem to really like it, and then we just laugh, drink, dance, and basically have a grand old time. With that, it all comes to an end, and for some reason, everybody looks scared. Anyway, I get sent a gift from Queen Martina, which is a bit odd and makes me weird. On top of that, she's also a villain, but whatever. Despite that, it doesn't seem to really do that much, so we move on. And we move on to a war with Queen Martina. I win the battle and the war is going pretty well, and I'll tell you why. Other than touching the hump of a hunchback, it was also believed that tickling a baby's feet would bring good luck. So that's what I did before this battle, and see, it's working. We're winning. You gotta pick your things, you know, to get lucky. I don't want to talk about the current war score right now. Apparently I did not tickle enough baby's feet, so what we're gonna do, apart from fight, is also tickle all kinds of babies' feet to get our luck back. And look at that, it has worked. I have found many, many babies and I have tickled all their feet. And now we have won this war. I'm super proud. After the war, we execute some people because it's fun. You know, you gotta do something on a Friday night, you know, and execution is what better way, you know, to bring people together. And let them know how powerful you are. Just a gentle assertion of dominance. Anyway, my high shaman likes me alright, but could be better. So I start a scheme to get her to like me, involving flowers and stuff. And then there is an evening meal. And the whole interaction sounded a bit ominous, but I was like, you know what, I trust you, dude, it's fine. I'll keep chugging, it's fine. And nothing happened, so I guess it's all good. Then there's a little uprising, which is fine by me, because I will kick their asses and show them who's the boss. And it's me, I'm a boss. This means another war, some more baby feet tickling, sharpening of the blades as we get ready, a little intimidation dance, and we're off. Then there's a little secret expose of an illegitimate child. It's all good. Anyway, war continues. We rally the troops. I have put an excellent battle plan in motion. It took me many, many nights of planning. It involves the tickling of baby feet, but also the carrying of hedgehog spikes, because apparently, also in medieval times, if you carried the hedgehog spikes, that was considered lucky, because, you know, hedgehogs use them to defend themselves. Anyway, it makes me wonder how many hedgehogs were killed for that little bit of luck, and that's kind of sad. But anyway, we're moving on. We're sieging, and then I die. It says heart failure, but it's really because I got pricked by hedgehog spikes. Anyway, see you with the next video.